Bullfighting is an age-old tradition, particularly popular in Spain, and it brings together both spectators and participants in an intense, adrenaline-fueled display. This traditional spectacle, however, carries a strong element of controversy. Supporters see it as a form of art and expression, while opponents view it as an outdated, cruel practice that has no place in modern society. Regardless of where one stands, bullfighting has been a core part of Spanish culture for centuries and remains deeply rooted in various aspects of heritage and identity. In this video, we'll explore the historical roots, cultural significance, and, ultimately, the ethical concerns associated with bullfighting. A complex tradition in a modern world. Bullfighting remains a complex and polarizing subject. For some, it embodies the spirit of Spain, blending history, artistry, and courage in a theatrical display. For others, it represents unnecessary cruelty that conflicts with modern values of animal welfare. As society continues to evolve, so does the conversation surrounding bullfighting, with calls for reform or abolition becoming louder each year. Understanding the nuances of bullfighting, from the role of color perception to the ethics of breeding and control methods, helps provide a more balanced perspective on the practice. Whether it ultimately remains a part of Spanish culture or is relegated to history, bullfighting's legacy will continue to shape discussions about tradition, ethics, and the relationship between humans and animals. Why do bulls have nose rings? Nose rings are commonly used in bulls and serve an important purpose in animal management. Placed through the sensitive septum of a bull's nose, the ring allows handlers to control the animal more easily. Bulls are often aggressive and can pose significant risks to those around them, particularly if they become agitated. With a nose ring, handlers can guide the bull by applying slight pressure to the sensitive area, making the bull more cooperative. Nose rings are used not only in bullfighting bulls, but also in farm and dairy bulls. These rings minimize the risk of injury to handlers and allow farmers to safely manage even the largest and most aggressive animals. Although they may seem unusual, nose rings are a practical and humane tool for controlling powerful livestock. The evolution of bullfighting into non-lethal forms. As society's views on animal welfare evolve, there has been a push to adapt traditional bullfights to more humane formats. Non-lethal bullfights, or bloodless bullfights, are gaining popularity, especially in areas where the cultural value of the event is cherished, but the killing of the bull is seen as unnecessary. In these forms, the matador performs all the skillful movements and interactions typical of a bullfight, but without injuring or killing the bull. These adaptations serve as a compromise, allowing communities to retain their cultural practices while addressing concerns over animal cruelty. In countries like Portugal, non-lethal bullfights have become a staple, where the bull leaves the ring unharmed, symbolizing a growing shift toward ethical practices. By focusing on skill rather than harm, bloodless bullfights enable fans to enjoy the artistry and pageantry without witnessing violence. Ethical debates and controversies surrounding bullfighting. Bullfighting is not without its detractors. Animal rights groups argue that bullfighting constitutes unnecessary cruelty, with the bull often injured or killed as part of the spectacle. Activists highlight the physical and psychological toll on the animal, condemning the practice as outdated and calling for its abolition. The ethical concerns surrounding bullfighting have led to bans and restrictions in various regions, with Catalonia and parts of Latin America leading the way in phasing out traditional bullfights. Despite this, proponents of bullfighting argue that it is an art form and an essential part of Spanish cultural heritage. They contend that the bulls are treated with respect before the fight, and that they represent a living legacy of rural Spanish life. Bullfighting supports local economies through tourism, preserving both jobs and traditions that date back centuries. This clash between ethical concerns and cultural preservation continues to spark heated debates, with both sides presenting compelling arguments. Red capes and the practical reasons behind their use. In bullfighting, the red cape, or muleta, symbolizes the sport's intensity, danger, and theatrical flair. While the color red doesn't affect the bull, It offers a vivid contrast against the arena's sand, enhancing the visual spectacle for audiences. This fiery color embodies the matador's bravery, heightening the drama of the performance. Practically, the red cape also conceals bloodstains in traditional bullfights, reducing the graphic impact on spectators. Despite ethical debates over bullfighting, the red cape endures as a powerful and iconic element of this cultural tradition. Breeding and training of bulls for bullfighting. Not every bull is suited for the arena. Bulls bred for bullfighting belong to a specific lineage, known for their strength, stamina, and pronounced aggressive tendencies. Breeding programs for fighting bulls are meticulous, focusing on both physical attributes and behavioral traits. Bull breeders, often referred to as ganaderos, manage these animals with the intent of producing fierce yet manageable bulls that embody the characteristics expected in a bullfight. Breeding bulls for the ring is a complex process, as each bull needs to be both powerful and responsive. Young bulls are carefully monitored to identify those with the desired qualities, such as fearlessness, responsiveness to movement, and physical robustness. Bulls that show aggression, strength, and the ability to charge when provoked are selected for the bullring, while those that are more docile may be excluded from fighting. These animals undergo specific training, with exposure to various stimuli that prepare them for the sights and sounds of the bullring, ensuring that when they enter the arena, they are primed for the challenge. The role of movement in provoking a bull's charge. In bullfighting, the matador's influence over the bull relies on movement rather than color. Bulls, as prey animals, have a heightened sensitivity to motion, which they instinctively interpret as a potential threat. This trait is a survival mechanism that causes them to respond aggressively to sudden movements. Matadors exploit this by skillfully waving the cape, prompting the bull to charge in response to the perceived danger. Through a series of precise movements, the matador controls the bull's reactions, showcasing his skill and bravery as he guides the animal's path, creating a dance-like display central to the spectacle of bullfighting. The science of bull vision and its effect on behavior. Bulls are colorblind to red, a result of their dichromatic vision, which limits their color perception to shades of blue, yellow, and gray. Unlike humans, who are trichromatic and perceive a broad color spectrum, bulls have only two types of cone cells, sensitive to blue and green. This adaptation, common among grazing animals, means bulls prioritize detecting movement over color, as it helps them respond to potential threats in their environment. Therefore, in bullfighting, it's the matador's movements with the cape, not its red color, that provoke the bull's charge. Understanding this difference dispels the myth of bulls' aggression toward red. The myths and realities behind bullfighting's use of the color red. The use of a red cape or muleta by the matador is one of the most iconic images associated with bullfighting. Many assume that the red color incites rage in the bull, causing it to charge aggressively. However, this notion is based on a myth. Scientific studies have shown that bulls, like other cattle, are partially colorblind compared to humans. Bulls lack the red-sensitive cones in their retinas, making them unable to perceive the color red as humans do. Instead, bulls see colors on a spectrum limited to shades of yellow, blue, and green. The choice of the red cape is therefore symbolic rather than functional. It plays no role in triggering the bull's response. Rather, it's the movement of the cape that draws the bull's attention and provokes it to charge. This understanding debunks the popular misconception about bulls and their supposed hatred for the color red, illustrating the importance of movement in a bull's behavior during a fight. The cultural significance of bullfighting in Spain. In Spain, corrida de toros, bullfighting, is more than a spectacle. It symbolizes bravery, artistry, and a deep connection to tradition. Rooted in ancient Mediterranean customs, bullfighting evolved in Spain as an emblem of national and regional identity, especially in rural communities. Festivals featuring bullfights, often held alongside local fiestas, draw large crowds each year, underscoring Spain's dedication to preserving this cultural heritage. Cities like Pamplona, Seville, and Madrid host world-renowned events, attracting both locals and tourists. Supporters view bullfighting as a respectful display of skill, courage, and tradition, honoring both matadors and bulls. Thank you for exploring the fascinating world of bullfighting with us. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more intriguing content. Stay tuned for more insights.